he admitted working in the United States as a U.S. Army and that he admitted renouncing his U.S. citizenship. Maraming ganap ngayong maghapon na to sapagkat nabisto uli ang kaso ni Erwin Tulfo, ang ating senador, na siya pala ay merong nakabimbing, nakapending na co-warranto case sa Senate Electoral Tribunal kung saan ang petition na to ay gusto siyang i-disqualify as a senator because according to the petition, he is not a Filipino citizen when he was elected as Senator of the Republic of the Philippines.
Pero,
in fact,
partner,
isa daw siyang US citizen.
Pero di ba partner, bago siya, I think, or during the campaign, na before nasagot niya yung punto na yan na kinu-question ang kanyang citizenship, no?
Yeah. May mga question sa kanyang US citizenship but he was not able to provide a documentary evidence showing that he has officially renounced his citizenship. Alam mo, ito ay laman ng aking blog before the senatorial election this year. Kaya medyo natatanda pa yung mga facts and issue dito.
Oo, partner.
At ito kino-question ko nga kung bakit si Erwin Tulfo na siyang inappoint ng ating Pangulo noong 2022 as Secretary of Department of Social Welfare noong 2022. But his appointment, considering it is subject to the confirmation of Commission on Appointments, it was bypassed by the Commission on Appointments. Therefore, hindi siya na patuloy na maglingkod bilang sekretaryo ng DSWD.
Tanda ko yun, partner.
Kung matatandaan mo, partner, ang mga question dito, mga politiko ay si Rodante Marcoleta at si Oscar Malapitan ng Caloocan.
Yes.
At ngayon ay kasama niya nitong isang kumo-question sa kanya nung bago siya mahalal bilang senador, si Rodante Marcoleta. So, ang problema kasi dito kay Erwin Tulfo ay sinasabi niya na nag-renounce siya ng citizenship but he cannot provide the documentary evidence. Alam mo kasi pag nag-renounce ka ng US citizenship mo, you need to fill up a Department of State form. So this Department of State form is being prepared by the US Department of State and then papipirmahin sa'yo and then you need to renounce your citizenship outside of the US soil. Like for instance, sa US Embassy dito sa Pilipinas, pumunta ba siya dyan upang mag-renounce ng kanyang US citizenship? At nung kanyang inirenounce ang kanyang US citizenship, definitely you need to reacquire your Philippine citizenship. And for you to reacquire your Philippine citizenship, meron tayong batas dyan, yung reacquisition of Filipino citizenship. May dokumento ba siyang pinilde pa nung nag-reacquire siya ng kanyang Philippine citizenship? So dalawang dokumento ang hanapin ko dito. Yung kanyang dokumento na renouncing his US citizenship as approved by the US Embassy kung saan mang siyang embahada ng Amerika nagpunta to renounce his US citizenship. At pangalawa, yung kanyang reacquisition of Philippine citizenship in order for him to become eligible to run for Senate. Without these two important documents, hindi siya dapat nandiyan dyan sa Senado at nagtatatanong sa legislative inquiry. And then it is only proper that a petition for co-warranto shall be filed against him because co-warranto means na under what authority you are performing the functions of a senator. Ano ang legal authority mo? Hindi ka naman pala Pilipino. Kung hindi ikaw ay isang banyaga on the assumption na wala kang mga dokumentong ipapakita, yung State Department form, I think it is 4083 na dapat mo or 82 na dapat niyang field up pa, na dapat niyang pirmahan at sumpaan sa harapan ng isang consular officer sa isang US Embassy. Dapat meron siyang US immigration lawyer dito or a Philippine lawyer who is practicing US immigration law. At dito din sa Pilipinas, dapat kumuha siya ng kanyang election lawyer because as you know, ang number one, the most crucial qualification for you to become a senator is that you must be a natural-born citizen.
Ibig sabihin ng natural-born citizen,
Oo,
partner.
ibig sabihin,
Dito,
you do not need to perform any act, no, in order to become a citizen of this country.
okay.
In his case, ang nangyari kasi sa kanya, naging natural US citizen siya, naturalized US citizen siya. So if you became a naturalized US citizen and you wanted to become a senator, you need to renounce that. You need to abandon the US citizenship. And by abandoning, you need to present the required document coming from the State Department doon sa US Embassy.
At yun ngayon, partner, ang balita na nanganganib na matanggal sa public office si Senator Erwin Tulfo matapos ngayon sinasabi mo matuklasan yung pagdinig ng budget ng Senate Electoral Tribunal na may inihain na sa senador na co-warrant of petition. Ito na yun, partner.
Yes, that is the co-warrant of petition na inihain sa Senate Electoral Tribunal na siyang may exclusive jurisdiction to hear and decide the case of disqualification of Senator Erwin Tulfo. Kung maalala uli natin, si Senator Tulfo admitted during the Commission on Appointments hearing that he became a U.S. Army sometime in 1988 at naglingkod siya sa U.S. Army hanggang 1996.
Okay.
So, yun, ang maliwanag dyan. So, confirm yan, U.S. citizen. Ang tanong ngayon dito, yung renunciation niya ng U.S. citizenship, nasan yung dokumento? Yun ang pinaka-most important crucial document na dapat maipakita niya sa Electoral Tribunal at sa taong bayan na rin, no, na siyang naghalal sa kanya. Dapat sabi nga natin, public office is a public trust. You need to be transparent. You need to show to the people the most important document that will make you eligible to become a senator of this republic.
At kung wala siyang maipakitang ganoon, partner, sa Senate Electoral Tribunal, anong susunod na aksyon ng Senate Electoral Tribunal?
Well, on the part of Erwin Tulfo, he needs to go to the province and then plant kamote. Kasi hindi naman siya qualified. So, the next legal step that must be done is kung mapatunayan na wala siyang dokumento dito, si Senate Electoral Tribunal must decide adversely against the senator and they need to disqualify Erwin Tulfo. At tanggal siya agad because the decision of the Senate Electoral Tribunal is final and executory. Subject, however, to the filing of a petition for certiorari if it can be found out that there is a grave abuse of discretion amounting to lack of jurisdiction on the part of the Senate Electoral Tribunal. Ang tawag yan, certiorari under Rule 65 of the Rules of Court. At si certiorari, palagi nating maririnig yan pag may umaabusong tribunal, mga government offices. Kaya kung siya ay talagang hindi na tunay na Pilipino, ay dapat umalis siya sa Senado dahil wala siyang karapatan. Yan nga ang tanging pakay ng co-warrant of petition. Ang ibig sabihin, umalis ka sa opisina mong nakalaan para sa mga Pilipino natural-born citizen. At kung ikaw ay magpapatuloy na umupo dyan, ano ang karapatan mo na discharge ng function ng isang senador and under what legal authority, anong batas ang ipinangahawakan mo upang ikaw magpatuloy na maglingkod bilang isang senador. Ang unang nagkaroon ng kasong ganyan, si Raffy Tulfo. Kasi sila mga US citizen yan yung mga Tulfo. Ang problema ngayon sa kanila, wala namang problema na nanalo silang senador. Kaya nga lamang, itong mga Tulfo brothers, katulad ni Erwin ngayon na naharap sa isang kasong co-warrant, ipakita na ang form na kanyang sinumpaan before the office of the consular officer renouncing his US citizenship. Ang dali naman yan Kahit nga bukas sabihin na lang natin kung ako magbibigay ng advice kay Erwin Tulfo, Mr. Senator, para matigil na tong mga alegasyon na ikaw ay hindi nag-renounce ng US citizenship. Pwede bang puntahan mo yung aparador at yung baol at hanapin mo yung Department of State form na prepare ng US Department of State na iyon namang sinumpaan nung ikaw ay pumunta sa kanilang embahada at nag-abandon ng US citizenship. At yun ay kailangan may pirma at approval ng US at the US Department of State at ng US Immigration. Ang dali-dali na, tapos ilagay natin sa Facebook. Yun lang. And then you can proceed with the Senate Electoral Tribunal, because if I were part of the Senate Electoral Tribunal, definitely that will be the first document that I will ask Senator Tulfo to produce during the trial of his co-warranto case. Wala nang iba, yun lang ang hanapin ko. If I can see.
Kung walang may presenta, walang may presenta sa'yo, partner,
that is the primary evidence that he needs to present. If he cannot present that, then he is disqualified, because that is proof that he abandoned the U.S. citizenship. Wala siya. He will be compelled to go back to the province and plant kamote. But the problem is that sa rules ng Commission on Elections, hindi nila nire-require ang submission of proof that you are really a genuine, natural-born citizen. Yan ang isang mali sa COMELEC. Ang tagal-tagal na yan. Ang dami na nagka-problema niyan. Ang dami ng jurisprudence na ganyan.
Correct.
Pero
andami.
Natutulog lang sa pansitan ang mga Commission on Elections commissioner. At na nagsasabi na sila ay eksperto sa election law, pero yung napakasimpleng requirements, hindi nila makumpel ang lahat ng kandidato na magsumite ng mga ebidensya about their citizenship. If someone will file his COC at sinabing natural born at medyo nagduda ka kasi singkit ang mata, hingan mo ng certified true copy of the birth certificate. Passport, lahat yan, hingin mo sa kanya. At kung hindi niya maibibigay, then pending mo yung COC until such time na makapag-submit yan ng kanyang required documents proving his citizenship. Dito kita mo to ang negligence dito ng COMELEC.
Yes, partner.
Unahin natin. Kailan na-appoint si Erwin Tulfo na DSWD Secretary? That was in 2022. He went through the process of confirmation sa Commission on Commission on Appointments. Ano nangyari? He was bypassed because of the issue on U.S. citizenship.
Yes. Alala ko yun, partner.
2025, nag-file ng Certificate of Candidacy. May issue na sa citizenship. Ba't di mo hinahanapan ng abandonment or renunciation of U.S. citizen on the part of the COMELEC commissioner or chairman? Ba't hindi mo hinanapan? Prominent public figure yan. Bakit hindi kayo nanghingi? Was it a negligence, omission, or ano ang dahilan? Bakit nagkaganyan sa COMELEC? Napakalaking issue yan sa Commission on Appointments. Kung ako yung commissioner na nakatanggap or kung ako yung election na officer na nakakuha ng Certificate of Candidacy ni Erwin Tulfo, pupunta kagad ako kay chairman. Chairman, nag-file to ng candidacy, may issue sa citizenship dito. Ano ba ang requirements na dapat hingin ko dito before we act on the COC? Siyempre kung ako si chairman, kahit hindi naman US immigration lawyer yan, nagbabasa yan ng US immigration law books. Importante sa kanya. Sasabihin niya kagad, hanapin mo yung State Department form prepared by the US Department of State. The approval and the renunciation. That is the primary document that you need to ask from Erwin Tulfo. Otherwise, we will not allow him to run for the position of senator. That is how simple it is to perform the position of a COMELEC commissioner, chairman. Pero bakit hindi nila ginagawa? Ano ginagawa nila dyan? Ano pinagkakaabalahan nila dyan sa COMELEC? Yung mga party list?
Yun lang, partner.
Yung mga party list na hindi qualified pero nagiging qualified. The ministerial function is not limited to accepting the COC. You need also to make an analysis of the statement provided by the candidate. Tapos tingnan mo yung picture, mukhang incheck, alis go. O kaya tingnan mo si Erwin Tulfo, nabasa mo, Erwin Tulfo, ay di ba may issue na citizenship to?
Yes.
Are you going to accept the COC on the basis that your office is only ministerial in character ang function mo? Pag ganun, wala na kayo dyan, tanggalin natin yung COMELEC.
So, una si Joel, sa desisyon ng ombudsman. Ngayon, eto naman, partner.
Si
Citizenship
Joel nga,
naman.
di ba?
Oh.
Yung ano niya yung kanyang decision, no, reversing the order of dismissal. Very very controversial ngayon kasi ang nakakaalam lang siya. At yung ombudsman, no, na nagsasabing they do not have the responsibility to disclose every decision rendered by the ombudsman, just like the Supreme Court. Mali ka doon. Sa Supreme Court, pag nag-decide yan, nandun ka agad sa website yung
decision. Yes, oo.
Tsaka, available ka agad sa public yan Tapos pinapublish ba sa Facebook nila? Kayo hindi kayo nag-publish. Hindi in-announce ni Joel, nagkakagulo na, tahimik siya. Di ba?
Ang daming usapin sa Senado.
Dito kay Joel Villanueva di ba, siyempre kapag ikaw ay nananalo sa isang kaso, matutuwa ka at lalo na kung ikaw ay isang senador o congressman, ipamamalita mo sa buong bansa na ikaw ay hindi nagkaroon ng kasalanan sa pangungupit, pagnanakaw, pandarambong ng pera para malinis ang iyong pangalan sa publiko. Pero sa kaso niya, imbis na ilabas ang desisyon upang malaman ng taong bayan na siya ay walang kasalanan at hindi nagnakaw ng pera ng bayan, siya ay nanahimik. Pero ang sabi ng ombudsman, pinoproteksyonan daw ang kanyang dignidad. Ang naiwan na alaala sa taong bayan noong 2016 ay siya ay convicted and his case was referred to the Senate for enforcement of the order of dismissal. So paano mo i-reconcile ngayon yung facts na yun? Di ba? Kung magkakaroon ng trial, palagi ko magkakabulol-bulol yan si Joel.
Naku po. Now, the question is, hanggang saan patungo ito na mga usaping ito sa dalawang senador? Bagamat magkaibang usapin, pero syempre partner, yun nga, sa batas, pinapaliwanag mo, nako, may problema.
Actually, si Joel Villanueva, may problema yan. If there will be someone who will be filing a petition for quo warranto, pwede din yan. Because ang tanong lang dyan, under what authority you are sitting there as a senator? When in truth and in fact, there was an order of dismissal issued by the former ombudsman. And then how come you were able to file your COC? When there is already a final decision. Questionable ngayon. There is an issue now to the order of dismissal, no? Decided in your favor. In 2019, pinagdidebatihan yan. But in the meantime, dapat yung 2016 respeto. Paano ka nakapag-file ng COC?
Nako po.
Kung may order of dismissal. Motion wala naman yung motion, di inaksyonan. According to the Constitution, the case must be resolved within the period of 2 years. Kailan i-resolve yung kaso mo? 3 years? So there is a technicality.
Yeah, the word technicality. At pagkatapos bumulaga sa atin, merong screenshots inilabas na siya pala ay clear na dito, partner, no?
Hindi siya clear according to Attorney Claire Castro. Dahil ang pinakikita niya is the decision of the ombudsman, no, referring to the criminal case, not to the administrative case, because he has 2 cases, no, with the ombudsman. One criminal, which should have been filed with the Sandigan Bayan, and one administrative, which should have been enforced in 2016. Sa batas lahat yan, yung sinasabi natin, at walang pwedeng question niya. Kababasa ko lang kanina ng batas.
Ang tanong, partner, paano na kaya? Kung baka puro lang tayo salita, wala naman partner patutunguhan.
Dapat tumakbo sila dyan, lalong-lalo din dyan kay Erwin Tulfo. Ang tagal ng issue niyan, 2022, 2025 na ngayon, ng COMELEC hanggang ngayon natutulog.
So ano advice mo kay Senator Erwin? Ipresenta ang...
ngayong gabi, kung nakikinig siya, may
ayan,
tao
Senator Erwin.
Nanonood sa atin, Mr. Senator, no? Go to your filing cabinet, no? Kuhanin mo yung form na in-issue ng State Department ng Amerika na kung saan sila ang nag-prepare at pinirmahan mo at ikaw ay nanumpa sa US Embassy. At yung sinumpaan mo na yon na renouncing the US citizenship ay subject to the approval of the immigration. yung pinirmahan ng immigration at ng State Department doon sa form na yan, US Department of State form, ipakita mo ngayon sa Facebook, sa Twitter,
I-screenshot
sa
mo.
TikTok.
I-screenshot.
Lahat, no? Screenshot mo. At nang matigil na yan mga alegasyon laban sa iyo at ikaw ay magkaroon ng peace of mind. Dapat yan ang sinasabi sa iyo ng abogado mo. Hindi yung submit na kung ano-anong motion.
No.
Yan lang, tapos ang laban. Kasi nung 2022, when he was still DSWD Secretary, there was an issue about his citizenship, di ba, sa US?
Yes,
and he admitted working as a US Army in the United States.
Yes.
But there was no issue as to kung ginamit niya ba yung Eric Silvestre, if there was an admission. Parang wala akong alam na he admitted using a different name when he worked as a U.S. Army.
Alright.
Parang wala akong nabasang he admitted there. But there were allegations.
There were allegations. Oo.
Not sure, ha? Pero wala akong nabasa na that he admitted. Ang nangyari sa Commission on Appointments, he admitted working in the United States as a U.S. Army and that he admitted renouncing his U.S. citizenship.
Para
Hindi ko ginamit niya yung Sylvester na yun. Stallone.
But there's no technical issue or nalalabag naman for that.
Kaya kung ginawa niyang, assuming gumamit siya ng ibang pangalan, yung Sylvester ginamit niya, that is a different case.
Case naman, oo.
Tapos, lalong hindi siya qualified to run for senator because to run for a senator or any public office you should not have any pending case or you have not been convicted of a crime involving moral turpitude. And that act of falsifying a public document in the United States definitely may decision dyan ng State Department, ang US Immigration know about his falsifying a U.S. immigration form. Definitely meron yan. Kung may decision yan, ganun pa rin. Hindi man siya pumasok doon sa U.S. citizenship issue, papasok doon siya sa moral turpitude. Then he is also disqualified. Wala siyang ligtas dyan. Kung totoo.
Oo.